All right, all you freedom-loving boys and girls, Mark, Centerline Systems. Here we are again at the Mad Scientist Dojo, the center, whatever you want to call it, the workshop. And this is like take number 3, because I started the first one and I burped, and then Cindy was going outside and you can hear the door squeaking. So it's just like a total... Say high quality, that's what you get here. Our material and our products, craftsmanship, that is high quality. Me with the videos, not so much high quality. Hey, something that we talked about in the past, and I wanted to do a short little TTP, and I've already like rambled for a minute, is I want to talk about how, you know, don't throw away the shock cord that you get with each product, all right? Because you can use this with the shock cord keepers or just tie them into knots. There's all kinds of different joining knots that you can use, but you can use this material to lash up the fronts or the side of any of the products so you have extra additional storage if you want to use it like that. So that's what we're going to do here real quickly. So here in front of me, this is, by the way, is the new multicam Arid. See a video we just did recently. We're going to have the multicam Arid on the website hopefully within a month. I'm also going to get the multicam Arid webbing, so the whole thing will be Arid if you want. But so anyway, I took the same multicam Arid and I took 2 pieces of shock cord. Now this is the longer 24-inch shock cord that you get in our in our gear strap kit, or in all the gear strap kits, as a matter of fact. So you get 4 of these and 8 of the shock cord keepers, or the locks. And so what I just did here is I took 2 of them, and this is a GCC, and so up front I connected 2 of the pieces just like this, and I'll kind of demonstrate it in a second. And then starting at the top, and of course, like if I was going to do this, I would tie this into knots. There's all kinds. If I was going to do this for real, for long term, I could even had some shrink wrap here, and then I could have, you know, got it to what I wanted, you know, exactly. Then I could have used some shrink lock. I could have like wound other cordage around here. I could have brought them around if I had excess and then tied them into a knot. There's all kinds of different ways you can make it so it holds in place. But I just started at the top, and then I just started weaving, going all the way down, and then on the bottom I just connected it with another shock cord keeper, and then here's what you got right here. And hopefully, so I just threw a VS17 panel. Like I take my VS17 panels and I cut them into chunks that are more manageable sizes that I can throw into like a cargo pocket or a shoulder or a sleeve pocket type of thing. But you can see, and I just connected it, you know, and I can still access the main pocket, and if I wanted to, I can still access the rest of the side. Here, I can't really see what I'm doing. There we go. There's a couple jokes that could be made there too. And I could put other items here if I wanted to. You know, so I just put my ferrule rod in there. So I can still weave through, and I can still have access to those side loops for a wide variety of storage, right? So just don't think they're just there for, you know, looks, or they're there with a purpose, right? And this is just one of them. Been meaning to do that video in a long time. And again, I'll just kind of start off here demonstrating what I did. So I'm gonna, hey, is that gonna work out right there? All right, so I've already connected it, right? So you get the picture. There's a million different ways that you can do this weave. Right, this is just one, and it's a very simple way. You know, if I was just starting off, you know, and I had the shock cord from a couple different products, or I had a longer chunk, you know, if you had one continuous piece, you know, again, you could weave it a whole bunch of different ways, however you want. And then you can see what I'm just going to do. I'm just going to cross them over, come to the opposite side, go through. Tighten up a little bit, cross them over, go to the opposite side. And I know for a lot of you guys, you're like, oh, this is stupid. Why are you doing a video on this? But you don't know what you don't know. And there's a lot of people who don't know these type of things. We all have to learn, start someplace, right? So this is it. There you go. And then I could just bring those guys back through. Well, we hadn't really planned on me doing the whole thing, but it doesn't take much. It's not hard. So I guess we're doing the whole thing here right on the video. See, that's how that's how prepared we are when we do these videos. I had that scripted. So there you go. And then here, I'll hold it right there. That's the good zoom. All right, so I got the thumbs up that you can see us, and there it is. And it's just that simple, right? You know, again, if you were going to do this long term, you'd want to manage these ends a little bit. But now you could run a jacket. You could run your wet socks. You know, let's say you're out hiking and you forded a stream. Hey, foot maintenance. That's another one of these TTPs that we're going to do. That's going to be a little bit longer. We're going to do one on foot maintenance. People really don't think about taking care of their feet. Socks, boots. Yep. And we'll go into that. That's a separate one. But there it is. That's how you can weave it through, make a little like containment center, take advantage of the side loops. And here now you can see, I could still run a chem light through there. I can run my ferro rod. I could still connect like a Mora knife. There's all kinds of different options that you can still, or how you can use this. So just take advantage of it. Be creative. That's what it's for. And that's why we give the shock cord as the shock cord keeper. Now, the regular shock cord is 14 inches, so it's a little bit shorter, but you can see I've got tons of excess. But then in the gear strap kits, this is 24 inches. 24 inches is just way too long to use for the hanging tag. So that is part of a different thing. All right, I think that kind of does it. Oh, you know what we screwed up doing here? Because when we were gonna do this, I was gonna have a couple little canteens over here as props, just so you could see them, because the Cerakoted F.O.G Firearms out of Walker, Minnesota. Awesome people and great job. They're Cerakote professionals, and I had this done a little while ago. I haven't really showed this off too much, but I really like how these things came out, distressed orange, right? So these are two different canteen sets. Both work with the GCC. This one works a little bit better with the mother, right? This is the mother's design around the heavy cover, the traditional USGI, whereas this guy's got the angles. That's all it is. A little tweak like that, just different angles make this. It still fits in the mother, but it's a little bit more complicated. I don't know how I just started rambling talking about these guys and then mothers versus GCCs, but there you go. That's the video. Some little props. Helping promote some buddies who do a great job on the Cerakote, and that's all I got. So if you got questions, comments, if you want to send me a text message, see our other video regarding my religious status and my sexual preferences, please do, as long as it's funny. All right, everybody, be your own Paul Revere. Be good. Talk to you soon. Woo!